Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Reenie. This is the Enchanted Planner, and today we're going to be planning for the week of April 17th in my health planner. So today's like Friday. I don't know what day of the week it is. Originally I had sort of picked out like movie theater / popcorn, and I think it had to do with some holiday that was today, but I went hunting around and I couldn't really find much in my sticker books, and I don't have a ton of time to play around in Canva today because it's a running behind day. However, as usual, I hit Instagram for some inspiration, and I found a really cute spread with a different feel than I normally do, created by creatively underscore gracious. So I will slip a picture if I hopefully remember it in this point. If not, I will link it in the description so you guys can all check it out. It is a really cute spread, and it's using some of my favorites, which are Squad Girls. So we're going to do a little bit of inspiration off of that spread using a whole bunch of things. Okay, so let's get to the bottom of my pile and I will show you what we're working with. So I'm going to use the Fitness Girls in here. I also have the accessory book. We have the Brights sticker book because I'm going to grab a couple of habit trackers. We have the Bold and Bright sticker book because she pulled some hearts from this book to match her spread, which is brilliant. I also have my numbers book, and then I have a bunch of loose leaf sheets that we are going to play with. All right, so let's get these guys off the discs. How y'all doing? I'm feeling a little bit jittery right now. I treated myself to a very sugary kind of / I don't know, caffeinated drink. I got myself an ice cap for lunch when I was out, and now I'm like, at least I'm not shaking because I don't normally consume a lot of caffeine. So when I do put it in there, it tends to make me a little bit jittery. So let's get some wax paper so we have some stuff to play with. Now we are going to need my friend Mr. Tombo. We're going to need that probably. And then we're going to grab some scissors, my sticker lifter, because he's like the bomb.com, my tweezers, a thick ruler, an X-Acto knife, and my Uniball Signo white pen. So let's start over here, eliminating some of this stuff. Now I can take a deep breath, kind of calm myself a bit. Yeah, I don't know, man. When you don't consume a lot of caffeine, like it hits you like a ton of bricks, which I think is comical because I actually used to I can't even speak. I used to ingest a lot of caffeine. I used to be a massive Coca-Cola drinker, like a massive. I could polish off that stuff like a 2 liter a day kind of deal, but I haven't drank Coke in quite a few years. Like I have a ginger ale now because it's non-caffeinated, or the occasional root beer, because again, it's another soda pop that's not caffeinated. Not that, you know, we shouldn't be completely avoiding the phosphoric acid anyways. That's a story for another day. Let's just get these numbers off of here. These big numbers come out of the Planner Basics mini sticker book. And anytime I find it, I grab them, which I probably, you know, because I don't really use much of the F. Well, I like the dates and holidays. Like they have the holidays in the back, which I tend to use. Oh, we're really going to be picking around here. 20. It's the last. I'm going to pull up a calendar because I can't even think. So this is the 17th to the 23rd. I should have been able to do that math. For some reason, I cannot. Anyways, what was I talking about? This is where I wish you guys were here. Because you'd be like, well, your last thought was this. I have pinball, what I call pinball brain today. Like it's just bouncing all over the place. We're going to finish off over here. Oh, what I was talking about, I think, was the sticker book. I love the Planner Basics sticker book. I use these big numbers, and I really like the dates in the back of them, the holidays. Like it'll say, you know, St. Patrick's Day and stuff. I use those too. So it's not a complete loss. And when I can find it really inexpensive, it's all good in the hood. We are going to need some days of the week though. So I'm going to grab my Date It book by Mojo, which let's fight our way through here. How do I want to do this? So last week, I didn't even use days of the week. I just went with the dates because I mean, I know what day of the week it is. I mean, that's another thought, is I don't really have to use days of the week. Now I'm thinking, let me think about this for a second, because what I really have enjoyed is where I put the numbers this week. So I'm actually thinking about redoing that, but it won't work in the current incarnation with what I'm thinking. Hold on, I'm gonna pause for a minute. I'll be right back. Okay, I went and found some felts that match, and I got those out of this huge dual tip brush pen thing that I bought off Amazon. I will link it in the description, so we'll get that out of the way. I also went and fished out these because I was going to go with a different floral, but I went back and looked at her spread. I was originally going to go with these, but I do think I kind of like these better, and it'll use them up. These florals came out of a Be Happy box a couple of years ago. I think it was the pressed florals. I think that's where these came from, was the pressed florals, and they came with like these packets like this. So again, we're using the stash. That's our plan here. Okay. So I also went and pulled out these because I'm like, maybe we'll try and add some texture to this spread like so. And this blue matches really well. So we have a little bit of a loose plan, just a little bit. Now the question is, I don't know where I want to date this. If I want to date it at the top, if I want to date it in the middle, if I want to date it, I think we're going to go with the middle again, because I kind of dug that. I got to say, I really kind of dug that. So we're going to add some texture first. Let's bring these guys in. So what y'all been up to? Like I said, I'm feeling a little bit jittery. I probably shouldn't be filming right now, but I have to film. So there's that point. Now, I think unlike last week, we might take this right the way across, if I can get the pages lined up correctly. That didn't work. What's going on here? Why am I off cue? You should be, unless my unless my planner pages are printed weird. Well, let's just get an idea here of what we need, and then I can correct where needed, right? I'm not going to take it right to the edge of the page though. I'm just going to stop it right there. But we are going to, will that work? I'm surprised that worked without ripping my pages. Let's just go with that, okay? I'm surprised that worked without ripping my pages. So let's pick this up and get this lined up properly so it doesn't look weird. Oh, did I pull the washi too hard? That's the other thing you have to concern yourself with when you're working with washi, is you don't want to pull it too tight, because if you do, it will curl your page. So if you lay down washi at any given time and you find that your page is kind of doing this, it's because your washi is too tight. So it's easily fixable by just backing out the pressure of the amount of washi that you've laid down. All right, so now let's go have a gander at this guy. We're going to do this in two phases here. And hopefully this plan with me doesn't take me a bajillion years, because that's what happens sometimes if I have no plan going in. Sometimes it takes me a little bit too long, and then I feel inclined to like speed it up for you guys. And then we have issues like, I don't know what happened last week. There's two different versions of that plan with me. There's the one that's on my phone, and then there is the one that got onto YouTube. And they are very different speeds. So for the future, if that should ever happen by some weird glitch that YouTube does on some upload, I don't know. I can't explain the processes of YouTube and why it does some things that it does. It's just mental. But if that should ever happen again, my suggestion is just to slow down the speed on, do I want to rip this or do I want to leave it as one piece? I kind of like it as one piece. But I think we will do this in two different things. I don't know why I bothered to punch that out. That makes no sense whatsoever. But that's okay, because we're just living our best lives, planning our best lives. Okay, so let's get that guy laid down. And I have no idea where this washi came from. if I had to guess, it's probably a Michael's Recollections because it has a cardboard inside as opposed to a plastic one, which is sort of synonymous with Happy Planner. But alas, I couldn't tell you. All right, we are raring and ready to go. Okay, so my plan is to lay these guys. Hopefully they'll show up. I didn't think about that. Maybe I should have reversed those two washies, but we're going to see. Actually, that looks kind of cool. All right, we're going to go like that. And we're not going to worry about putting the days of the week on because I know what days of the week it is. Or if I change my mind, we might add them later. But right now, this is where we're going. And that looks kind of cool. All right, let's get these guys off and then we can actually start working on some real stickers. Not that these aren't real stickers, but you know what I mean? Okay, so let's start at the back here. 23, 22. Let me just get these laid in and then I can actually start functioning and talking again. Because sometimes the struggle is real when I am trying to focus on more than one thing. Okay, now we have our dates laid down. I am going to grab my sticker squisher and we're going to flatten everybody out here. And then I'm going to come in with the crocodile again to actually eliminate that washi that does not want to stay down when I'm trying to slip it into the hole punch. Okay, so there's that. And there's that one. Fabulous. Okay, now my thought was, because we got like the breakfast, lunch, and then we have dinner, right? And movement down in the bottom. Taking these guys and doing much like she did where she sort of put them everywhere. Now she's used boxes on hers. I don't normally ever use boxes on the main portion of this spread, but what I was thinking was including boxes down the sidebar because she did that and it got me thinking, right? Because I am trying to develop some new habits, as some of you are very well aware, with my exercise routine and whatnot. So I thought, well, why don't we grab a couple of habit trackers? Right, we'll grab a green and we'll grab a blue. I don't think there's anything else in here really that will work. This is an old one. Ooh, there's some really fun blues in here though. We might be able to grab a quote. I don't want foil. Well, I'm not busy. I really love naps. Don't tell me I really love naps. Because it would be really cool if we could find a quote box that worked and then I could just put that in the sidebar. There might still be something usable in the Bold and Bright book. I haven't looked really much in there. I just looked for the hearts to see exactly how many I had left because I have used the Bold and Bright sticker book. I can't remember when. It was quite a while ago. I have have all these things to use in all my sticker books. Excuse me, but this guy is from like, where is your UP? 2019. So that's quite a while ago. All right, let's have a look in here. We might find a quote or something in here that works. That would be just like too perfect if I could find something. Okay, what do we got? You are your only limit. That's kind of a good quote. I don't like the fact that it's foil. What else do we have? This life is meant for dreaming. Fall in love with today. I'm not thrilled about that one. Okay. These aren't optimal unless I was to put them in a box, which might work if we had to. I love the vibrancy of the colors in this sticker book. I don't really want a full sidebar. All right, well, we might be resigned to the green, even though I don't really want to bring in foil. It is what it is. You are capable of amazing things. I don't really want to bring in pink. So we could bring this up here. Okay, so let's flip this guy right here if I can get him to stay down and get him down straight. Let's hope for the best. Okay, that's pretty cool. Then I was thinking about sort of like maybe just a plain box. If I can find just a plain vertical box with nothing in it. I'm putting that in the middle. Monthly boxes. Long boxes. So I was going to say, is this going to be one of those freaking sticker books where there is no vertical boxes? There's a few sticker books like that. I bought them and realized only that... I wish this didn't say fall in love with today because I think I like it better than that one. I'm going to pull this out as a backup just to see. I'm kind of liking the blue better. I'm just going to say, we're going to hold that off to the side for a second. Let's go back to my original thing. I need a plain Jane vertical box. These would work. These have foil if I'm using that one. I could work that one in. I kind of like this because it matches the pattern, but I don't like the fact that it's foil. The conundrums, the conundrums, the conundrums. Well, I guess maybe we'll grab one of these and see what this looks like. If I'm using this one, we definitely have to change the top because I don't really want green on green. Okay, so let's pull that off of there. Now let's replace His Highness. And if this is your first time joining me, I use this planner for my health and wellness. And I have been on the health and wellness struggle bus for quite a while, way longer than I would really like to admit, but here we are. Okay, so now normally I do a very decorative sidebar, but I'm like, why not mix it up and let's play with having a functional sidebar in this planner for once. And I don't think I've ever done a functional sidebar in this planner. I'm not kidding. I kind of want to move everything down a bit because it doesn't quite bounce. So let's pray to the sticker gods that this all moves nice. I'm gonna have to redo this. Bring this down just slightly. Okay, let me just hang on. Sorry. This is what, again, a side effect of me not exactly having a plan is the removal of stickers. I could have just grabbed the sticker lifter for this, but I don't know where my brain is. Let me put these guys down first and get them kind of where I want them at the bottom. And then I can come in and make a decision. That's not exactly straight, but we'll fix that in a second. Why does that guy look like it's got a cut in it? Because it probably does. That's weird. Because then I can kind of center this like so. Now let me have a stand up and a look. Okay, I'm back. I took a second. Sorry, because I had to blow my nose, but I'm like, while I have the camera paused, I may as well fill in my things. Okay, so now that we have like the meat and potatoes done, I think there's stickers in here that say like reflect or something. Let's go back and have a look. I think there's anything on there. I thought it was this sticker book. I thought I saw it when I was flipping through. Is it in here? Note to self. That might work, right? Just kind of want something that says, All right, well, a note to self, I guess it is, because what I was hoping for was a reflect sticker, and I don't see one. But if we come across it at a future date, I will just change this one out. So we're going to put this note to self in this box here. I wish I could remember what sticker book it was that said reflect. It'll come to me afterwards and be like, oh yeah, that one. This is a problem when you have too many sticker books. Okay, so that note to self sticker book is going to act as my sort of like weekend review or gratitude something will go in that box. Okay, so we've got the meat and potatoes done. So let's go look at our fun things. Actually, while I'm thinking about it, we're gonna throw this guy back in his home before I forget. Okay, now let's go have a look in our little friends here. Because we have the larger ones and we have the smaller ones. I don't have a ton of the smaller ones left in this book though, but that's okay because I think I actually want to use these like larger ones. At least that's our plan. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have some fun. I mean, I could use the little one, but I don't want to. Let's go look in here because I know there's a few more girls. There's not a ton, but there is a few more in here. What do we have? And again, they're a different size. We can't have any consistency. Like, it's like, why, Happy Planner? If you have the OG squad goals and then the squad life book and then this one, the girls are all different sizes. I don't know if you've like noticed that, but they're all different sizes. So if you want to fuse them, you can't. It's not happening, people. Okay, so I kind of like this one, and I think we're gonna stick her down here in this corner somehow. The only thing is actually, I don't know why I put movement in that box. I don't normally have any kind of movement on Sundays. Well, let's be honest here. I haven't had any movement on any bloody days. Although this week I did get in one workout. It's a start. It's a start. And I hope to get in at least one more before the end of this week. So there is that. All right, now we are going to sneak back here though and eliminate all of this nastiness because I don't really want it showing through my girl. Oh, I could have used the Tombow for this too, I guess. This is just a little less obtrusive, or intrusive, I guess is probably the better word. I'm honestly not fond of these guys either, so let's get rid of those. I don't think the other ones really make too much of a difference because they're not... Let's get rid of this guy. And sure, while we're back here, we may as well, right? If in Rome. Okay. So let's squish her down and then trim off that teeny little bit of sticker that's hanging over the edge. Okay, now these guys as well. We'll figure out where we're going to put the other girl in a second, but what I liked was that she kind of took these and laid them in and amongst the spread. Oh, I wish these were clear. I hadn't thought about that. It would be better if these were clear. But alas, here we are. I am going to split this though, so we get a little less intrusion. Because I guess what we can do is avoid the washi. So come in like that. And then let's trim this guy down a bit like that. Oh, wait a minute. I didn't exactly lay that down right. I should have laid this part down first. And then brought this in on the side. But we're going to have to do a little bit of fixing here. I got sticker bits stuck to me everywhere. It's like sticker bits, sticker bits. We just got to give this a little haircut. Hold on. It's not easy to do when I have the shakes now because all of a sudden the caffeine's starting to catch up with me. It's like, woohoo, we're partying. We are partying. I think I'm actually going to... Why isn't this working, guys? Probably because I detracted from the way it's actually supposed to lay. So let's get the sticker lifter. Wow, I found a sticker that the sticker lifter does not want to go under. Is this even possible? Try not to rip this. I mean, I have backups, but I don't really want to have to use them if I don't have to. I'm kind of liking that. because then we should be able to come in with that. It's not optimal, but there we are. Okay, because then we're going to come in like this. Oops, way too much. I'm rusty. That's the one thing with these felts. Like, the brush tips on them are different. Like, can't really explain it, but we're going to color these guys in so they kind of match. That is messy, messy, messy. Like, I'm embarrassed by how messy that is. It's like terrible. All right, so let's grab another one and we'll come in. Oh, I have too many sticker books open on my desk here. Hold on, let's close the accessory book for now. And let's get this guy. And let's put this one. If I trim it up a bit, I can probably sneak it down there, but we just got to give it quite a bit of a haircut. I've used these loose sheets quite a few times for really, like, I've gotten a lot of use out of them. More than I actually thought I was going to when I first bought the Be Happy box. And actually, I think I got 2 of this Be Happy box because it was florals and they were like super cute. But then I found out afterwards the pressed florals sticker book is actually kind of hard to use. I've used it and I actually had planned on using it again very soon. But it is harder to use than I thought it was going to be, which was a little, I don't know, kind of hit me out of left field. Okay, so let's get this guy. And we can sneak him in. Not like that. This is terrible. Okay, this is so not going according to plan, gang. Do I really have to cut out all these individual little tiny pieces? Apparently. If we come in like that. Yeah, it's not optimal. I wish they were clear. I hadn't thought about that before, but here we are. Actually, what about if we lean it on its side a little bit? Like that. I can make that work. Okay, so then let's get rid of that. Now, let's take much more care on this and see if we can get this one cleaner than that other one was, because that was really bad. So I'm using the fine tip on this one here, which gives me a little bit more control, and then I can sort of fill it in after the fact, because yeah, that was like way too much with the other, because this is a very soft tip. And that's the one thing, like I said earlier, with this pack, it's a really good value. Like, it is a super good value for everything you get. But the brush tips in them, every one of them is slightly different. So let's just outline this guy. So it's a bit easier. And we don't make a mess. You know, it's like kind of double duty, but it's all good. We just have to be gentle, gentle. And, you know, I've told you many times, I'm a little heavy-handed. Okay, it's kind of cute. I really don't like this. Like, I kind of want to replace that with something else because I don't really like it. I have another one, so I could replace it. It's this part I don't like. Where's the thing? It's this part I really don't like. Like, it's just, it's horribly messy. It looks like I did it when I was in preschool. You know what I mean? So let's get rid of that. I don't want it. It's garbage. Which means subsequently that I should probably lift this one up too, because I don't know if the other one's going to work. So let's stick that on there for a second. And let's grab another one. And let's throw this on the wax paper so I can get an idea of exactly how the spacing needs to go on this, as to whether I need to cut it at all. That wax or the washi tape does really not want to stay down. I mean, I could kind of have it just there, but it kind of looks like it's floating, and I don't like the floating. But if we trim it up a bit, maybe we can make this work. I have to trim it up a lot. I don't think it's going to work. All right, well, maybe if we come at it like that, that covers up lunch entirely, which I mean, it doesn't matter. Like I know lunch is lunch, right? Like I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna forget to eat lunch just because I haven't got a category for it. But it's just like, why did I put down the words? Do you know what I mean? This is why I was like, I was like, oh, I'm ahead of the game. I'm filling everything out in advance. Now it's biting me in the butt. I mean, I guess I could cover it up and just rewrite it, but then I'm not going to like the look of that either. Come on, give me the best way to approach this. I think that's as good as it's going to get. Well, you know what? We're just going to deal with it. We are just going to deal with it. But I am going to come in here and nicely outline this so it doesn't look like it was done by when I was in preschool. I actually quite like coloring. I always have. And it's another way that I can get my brain to unplug. Like that's why I like crafting so much, is because it's one seriously effective way to get my brain to stop. Because otherwise my brain goes all on its own in all these different directions. It's crazy. It's just crazy where my mind goes. So that is the one thing I will say. I love coloring and art. Well, not art because I am far from artistic, but you know, like things like planning and scrapbooking and the like. I love them because it gets my brain to shut off. Because my attention is focused somewhere else. Oop, I don't want to do that yet. Actually, we weren't too bad with the blue up here, but I'm still going to take the necessary step here to kind of get this guy outlined a bit. And then go in and fill it in. Okay, it's driving me crazy that this washi does not want to stick to the other washi, so that's a bit of a problem, but that's a problem for another day. All right, let me get my girl here. Let me get my girl and let's see where we're going to put her. Where are we going to put you? Yeah, you can probably just as easily go right there, and that's perfect, and it doesn't really cover up anything, if you will. Except for, I don't really exactly want you right there, and I got some lines to cover up if we're going to put you there. About there is good, but we do need to cover some stuff up. So this is going to take me a tiny bit, so I'm going to like pause. I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. It didn't take me too terribly long, but it took me longer than I really, wanted to have you guys like sitting and waiting. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to bring in a bunch of these kind of coming off the top here. And sort of filling this space in up here, because I'm not, like I said, I'm not really concerned about the fact that like, ooh, the days of the week aren't there, you know what I mean? But this way we can kind of fill this space up there and have it kind of balance out a bit. I have sticker bits all over my scissors. That doesn't work so well. Like I said, I think it's time to replace these guys. They're no longer no stick. Like they're Teflon coated. They're supposed to be no stick. However, they aren't really no stick anymore. So, okay, I'm going to keep that little tiny bit possibly for another spot. Let's take one of these guys. And bring this in like that. And again, that might come in handy in some little place at some point, but at this point right now it does not. So we're going to come in like that. This one's good though. What's underneath? Oh, the sticker. I got like a sticker stuck to the back. I'm like, what's going on there? I'll bring that one in right there like that. And then we need one for right here. And I have some more over here. I have lots of these guys actually. I got a few more pages. For some reason, these are ones that I haven't really used a lot of the sheets. I just never really felt drawn to them, I guess, before. But when I saw them, I'm like, ooh, I have those stickers. And ooh, I really like that idea. So we borrowed it. And that's the one thing, right? Like, and I had a conversation with one of you guys in the comments last week, and I can't remember who it was, commenting on the fact that it was nice and refreshing to see that I always give attribution to wherever my spread inspiration comes from. And, you know, that it is a good mark of my character, which I greatly appreciate. Because it's me in a nutshell. Like, I'm a firm believer that we need to work on lifting one another up constantly instead of trying to tear one another down. So I always try and lead by example. And I'm super happy that it gets noticed because sometimes, you know, it's a very small kind of weird world we live in. But I always hope that when I do things like that, that, you know, I lead by example and display that it's okay to give credit to someone else for the idea, because we need to start doing more of that. I think I see it all the time. And I think other creators tend to forget that the majority of this community watches the same planners. So it's extremely obvious to the majority of us who do watch all of these planners if we've seen something before. And if we don't see that there's credit given, you know what I mean? It just looks bad. And that's just not my scene. Okay, so there's that. Yay! I kind of like it. I need to color those in, which we'll do in a second. But I want to see if there's anything else I can sneak actually into the actual meat and potatoes of the spread. So I think we're safe. We can probably get another one in right there. And I'd like to get another little flower. And although we got a couple of flowers, we're good. I mean, we do have this one, which is already pre-colored and everything. I don't like it there. I don't like it. But I am kind of loving these little things. Oh, I have a really little one over here. I have another flower or two. Kind of looks weird that it doesn't go to the edge of the page though. So I think we're going to fix that. Let's take this one and let's complete the ensemble by coming in on this side like that, because I know what month it is. Like, honestly, I know what month it is. And if I'm worried, I can always put a dates or a month sticker down. That was an absolutely terrible cut. Let me go fix that. That's bad. Oh, is it just, oh no, it just doesn't go to the edge of the page on that side. Okay, that was very confusing for a moment. All right, we got these little bits. Let's take these little bits and put them down, because we might need maybe this guy, like right there. We could sneak this guy in. No, that won't work, but that's okay. It doesn't all have to be completely full, but I do like that better. I do wish that this wasn't hanging out here though. So let's get rid of that guy. Okay, I didn't get them all. I didn't get them all, boys and girls. All right, let me see. We have this one. Kind of want to see if I can get something over here. I might also just put movement back in there over the whiteout, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, you don't live in there. Okay, now let's go into the Bold and Bright sticker book, because I want to scoop some of these fun hearts. I get that one, I get that one. And we're going to bring in some of the rainbows, because that's another thing I don't normally do a large, oh, I was going to put that between her legs. Oh my God. No, let's not do that. That's bad choo-choo. Let's not do that. It is kind of cute though. I just don't know where I want to put it. I don't know. What about right there? And let's get one going on this side about here, I guess, right there. Cute, cute. Now there's those like rainbow things in here too. Where are they? Where are you? Did I flip by you already? I know they're in here. At least I think they're in here. Maybe I'm losing my mind. I thought there was like little rainbow things in here somewhere. Okay, you guys, I'm going crazy. Like, honestly, I swore there was those little weird rainbow things in here. I don't normally use those things, so I was like, oh, we can actually use them. And no, they're not here. They're not here. All right, well, that's kind of a bummer because I don't want to go hunting for rainbows. Plus, they probably wouldn't match anyways, which would be a crappy thing. I would like to get one more heart in here, though. I got this large one. I just have to figure out where it's going. Maybe the rainbow things are in with the squad girls. I don't want it right there. Ooh, we could put it right there. I don't like it. You. I guess we're going down the spine with them. So we're going to kind of stick to that, I guess. And we'll put this one. I don't want to cut them off though. So we'll go there. I'll have to white them out and stuff afterwards. But let's go into the squad girls because maybe that's where the silly rainbow things are. Ah, there they are. Like I knew I seen them somewhere. Y'all were probably yelling at me like they're in the squad. They're in squad. Because like I said, I never use things like this and it's because they just don't really match my vibe. But heck, why not? We're going to use them. We're just going to sporadically throw them throughout the spread. I'd like to stick to the ones that are just blue and green. Let's get another one in here somewhere like that. Hey, we're just living the life, man. That's cute. I just wish it was different colors because I don't really want to bring that in. But here we are. We have one more rainbow. Okay. I think I should probably quit while I'm behind, right? I will go and white those out in a moment, like behind the little things, but I want to see, I don't really like these heart placement thingies. So I might want to move these around a bit. Let me put that one there. Maybe that one over here. No, that's on the same line, so let's not do that. That's a bit better. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to pause. I'm going to white out the lines. I'm going to finish coloring the back of that and I'll be right back. Okay, we are back. This is a very long video. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's get this back on the discs. I colored everything in and oops, I forgot one. Hold on. I mean, it's not horrible because it's not huge, but ooh, wait a minute. I have 2 pages here. Let's not punch both of them. Let's just punch the one we need. So let's get that guy. And I think I've got everybody else. So I tried not to cover up the holes if I didn't have to, but. All right, well, it's different. It's definitely different for me. And that's what I've been trying lately is to find inspiration from planners who do things differently than me so I can get out of my comfort zone. It's all right. It'll do. All right. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. If you are not subscribed, hit the subscribe button on your way out. If you're new to our channel, drop us a comment down below letting us know that you're new so we can formally welcome you to our community. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I'll see you next time.